Welcome back to Resounding Presence as I continue the theme on this card, Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries, from the Mother Mary Oracle deck. I want to continue with the aspects that she represents as our shadows, as those places within us that we don't want to show, or places that we don't want to go to. But these places have messages for us if we're willing to go with them deeper. I think about this in ways of how we're expected to conform. Even in freedom, it seems there's an expectation of conformity, or there's a fear of not conforming. And it's within these places that I'm interested in. These places where people are oppressed, are beaten down for who they are. And it's a way of stating that we're trying to fly with other people's wings. And this comes through to me in two ways recently. Yesterday, as I was gardening, and I had a bucket full of debris, and a honeybee started flying around me and then crawled into my bucket under the debris, and I was a bit concerned, and yet after a while he left. But I think of the honeybee as one of those impossible beings that the smallness of their wings are said to not be able to carry them, and yet they do. So for the honeybee, those small little wings are the right wings for it. As I was journeying with Anathea, my wolf fetish here, I was going down a tunnel. It looked like a tunnel of roots, and then over the tops of trees. And I thought, how can a wolf fly across the tops of trees? And he said, oh no, you need to open your wings and I'll fly on you. And she reminded me of the saying, the motto of Oregon, which is, she flies with her own wings. In other words, she doesn't fly with somebody else's preconceived notion of the wings that she should fly with. So I suggest that we need to be with those places in ourselves that we've either intentionally been beaten away from, or perhaps we've allowed ourselves to follow the crowd and allowed them to give us different wings that don't quite fit how we fly. In keeping with these themes, the crystal of the Shiva Lingam, as this is called, came through. And this is about balancing our natures, about balancing feminine and masculine. So finding those places within us that we can balance for ourselves, of who we are, to take back who we are, and to fly with our own wings. now if we can sit with those places within us, with those wrong wings or damaged wings, and those parts of those wings that aren't working quite correctly. Finding those wings in whatever form that you see them or feel them. And imagining why they are there and how they've come about. And going into hooponopono with this. As the divine creator being, I love you and all of me for creating these experiences of having wrong wings. I forgive myself for creating this in my life, as I forgive you for being a part of that creation. I'm sorry for what has resulted in me and in you. Thank you for being in this experience with me and in your life. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love us all for being present with us. And now I call in waves of having my own wings, of knowing what kind of wings that I need to support my life, and fully building those wings out. I call in waves of taking flight with my own wings and finding the joy in that flight. I call in waves of us all building our wings together, different wings for different people, not all the same, not all the same color. Bright, brilliant diversity, calling it in, washing it over to me. And sounding this out through my body. Thank you for continuing on this journey with me. Until next time, namaste.